Okay, so we're looking at this question on the performance-based assessment. Have you answered it for yourself? We did some DNA replication yesterday. Remember we said that DNA is a double-stranded molecule. So yesterday we looked at the structure of DNA. You built your own little DNA molecule, and then you replicated it. Now we only did sections in here. In the other class we managed to make 2 full new DNA molecules out of our one existing one. And that's basically what we're looking at in this question. So what would be the correct answer for the first round of copying? Because remember, this thing is going to keep copying itself. And I used the color coding intentionally because it kind of pairs up with what they're asking you here. Based on your experience doing your little pipe cleaner DNA replication yesterday, how many of you got to here for the first answer? And this is pretty much what we did. So you know that one of those sides of the ladder is they're going to unzip, and you're going to get a new side, you're going to get new base pairs. And so those 2 new strands of DNA each have one of the original ladder side, and they've got one new ladder side. And we actually used a yellow pipe cleaner for the new ladder side. The second part is the tougher part. The second part is the tricky part. And remember, these are this whole, if you don't get the first part right, you don't get the second part right, you don't get any points, because they want to make sure you know what you're doing and you didn't just get lucky, which is kind of dirty pool, but that's the way they're playing. So let's look at the second part of that. Okay, this is the tricky part. How many of you got this one? So you realize that one of those original ladders, one of those original blue pieces, ended up here with a new other side, and then ends up here with another new piece. But here's the tougher part. This one, and let's see if we can expand this. This piece, let me draw it in yellow, highlight it in yellow anyway. This piece that was our new side in that first replication goes on to get its own new partner. So by the time we got through another couple rounds of replication, are any of the physical parts of this original DNA molecule still there? No. There will be one strand of DNA that still has pieces of the original. But we're just making copies off of that old one. We're making copies, we're making copies, we're making copies. So we end up down the line with something that doesn't actually have any physical chemicals that came from this original. Okay, so I don't expect that a whole lot of you would have gotten both parts of that correct. Probably, my guess would be that more of you got this piece correct. Okay. But you're saying now that it does make sense to you why that second set of answers would be the way they are. Okay. What I'm going to have you do is go to PBWorks. There is a series of links there. There are 3 videos linked. The first 2 are both from it's a new one I'm using. It's a new channel called Explained Clearly, and there are 2 videos from them. And then there's one video from our old favorites, Mr. Crash Course.
The guy we're 4 million subscribers.
The guy who speaks really fast, yes. So what I want you to do with these videos, the same thing that we did with the other Crash Course video, you're doing this on your own. You're going to pause every couple minutes, or when you think there's a good break point, pause, do a little summary. Go another minute or 2, pause, do another summary. So you're taking notes in that fashion. Those notes will be due for a grade when I see you next, which will be Friday. I will not see you tomorrow because you'll be out for English 10 air test. So it's a pretty simple thing to do. If somebody wants to broadcast videos up on the screen, you want to watch them on the big screen, you can. If you've got earbuds and you want to sit here with your earbuds and do it, you can do that. You can do that summary notes on paper. You can do it in a document that you then email to me. but it is due Friday when I see you. So you've got 3 videos to watch, 2 from Explain Clearly, 1 from Crash Course, and you need to do a synopsis. I'm going to tell you that the Explained Clearly are much simpler, so that's why they're in the order they're in. The Crash Course has some higher level stuff. It's actually got some stuff that we aren't going to talk about, but I want to give you a glance at it. Okay? That's it.